I had a personal experience about 5.5 years ago, and hopefully I can do this without crying, but I'm just very thankful that my mom and my sister, or my niece actually, were both there because we were working on the trim around the windows of my house, and I decided I was going to go out and mow. And I got around the yard one time, and I just knew that something wasn't right. I met my mom at the door, and I told her, I said, something's not right. I don't know what's going on. And we went into my bedroom, and I just kind of fell over on the bed, and she called for my niece, and she came in. And I said, well, Mom said, we need to get her to the hospital and get her there now. And so we got there, and we didn't call 911 because I only lived probably 1/8 of a mile from the hospital. And so they got me there, and they told me when we walked in, they go, oh, we don't think it's her heart, we think it's just some type of indigestion or something. And so they got me in the back room, and I coded. And of course they threw my mom out, and I don't know how long it was before they got me back, and I guess they transported me up here to Greenwood at the heart center there. And the only thing I remember was the doctor holding my hand. It was Dr. RevTech, and he said, we're going to take care of you. And then the next thing I knew, I was waking up, and they had went through my wrist right here, and I had the doctor that was experienced enough to go through the wrist instead of my groin, and they ended up putting 3 stents in the main artery in my heart, because they said my main artery just like it exploded. And it's so ironic because, you know, I exercise regularly. I'm a fitness technician at Curves, and you know, I'm not overweight. We never had a health history of heart disease in our family. I don't smoke. I've never smoked in my entire life. So I just think in that respect, you know, women need to become better educated when it comes to heart disease. I participate in a heart walk every year because my niece, she works at the Regions Bank here in Indianapolis, and she always makes sure that I participate with that, and we've been doing that for the past 3 years. I make sure that I'm a big avid fan of reading labels, because I always make sure I look at the cholesterol content, the sodium content of foods and things like that, and I try to pass that word on, especially to my women at Curves. I exercise regularly, try to do my cardio as well as my strength training. I'm a former teacher. I just taught nutrition and wellness, so I love to try new recipes, and I'm always, experimenting at least once a week, if not more than that, a new recipe of taking the salt completely out, just changing recipes and doing things like that.